Good morning, YouTubers. It's a bit of a gusty morning, so if you hear the trees rustling in the background, you know why. Today, I actually want to talk about a very important and sensitive subject. Narcissists. The destroyer of worlds! Narcissists take on this role of predatorial beings who invade us mentally and emotionally, delivering blow after blow of lies, name-calling, slander, ridicule, insults, manipulation, gossip, rumors, triangulation, fit-throwing, name-calling, fight-starting, storytelling. Did I say lies? Lies, lying, criticizing, ridiculing, demeaning, starting fights. Did I mention lying yet? All this to drag down my self-esteem and sense of self-worth from being up here to down here. It leaves this confusion, this mental fog. Like, what's going on? What just happened? Who are you? And a desperateness developed to want answers, to reconcile, to figure out where the problems are and restore it. But as I've come to realize through my own healing is that what I was trying to reconcile and restore never existed in the first place. You can't restore and reconcile anything back to something that didn't exist. Narcissistic abuse is not born out of reality. Narcissistic abuse is born out of ideas, idealization of what could be and what should be, and I'll get into more of that later. During the abuse, it's not uncommon to try reasoning and try rationalizing with the narcissistic abuser, all to no effect. It does no good whatsoever. I even tried to appease their lies, agreeing with them that somehow I deserved their demeaning attitude towards me. And in doing that, it's easy to start apologizing for no reason whatsoever. I did that. I apologized for nothing. What? Actually, I'm happy that I apologized because looking back at the situation, I'm free and clear now. I've cleared my conscience. At least I know that I apologized. Even if I didn't speak anything out that was demeaning or insulting or name-calling and slander and all this stuff that was done to me, I had some choice words in my head and in my heart. And so if nothing else, I can apologize for that buildup within myself. And I'm clear of that now. That's a good thing. But narcissists can't do that, and they don't do that because narcissists don't operate from a conscious level. Now, I'm not going to get into the psychology of narcissistic behaviors. There are already tons and tons and tons of YouTube documentaries that dive deep into the psychology behind narcissistic behaviors. But I will sum them up for you. We all have narcissistic tendencies. Now, I know what you're saying. No, it's not true. Ah! Remember that high school or college sweetheart that was head over heels for you? And maybe you led them on, kind of had some fun. You pulled the old bait and switch. I think we should just be friends. I think we should just be friends. Destroying that person's world. Hello? Narc alert. Yes, there are immature times in our life that we're not proud of, that we outgrow. We're supposed to outgrow. We're supposed to learn from. But anyways, this isn't about our own narcissistic tendencies. These are about their narcissistic tendencies. So what happened to me during the narcissistic attack in my life? It all comes down to victimization. In fact, I've learned that narcissism doesn't even exist without a willing, participating victim. And by participant, I mean anyone who will engage and react to them. It doesn't matter if you're laughing with them, you're so funny, or if you're exploding in anger at them. Why are you doing this to me? To the narcissist, they're getting their attention fixed either way. This is why I could never win an argument or a fight with a narcissist. They enjoyed it way too much. And this can have serious negative effects on our emotional well-being. We simply don't feel valued at all. Like nothing you can do or nothing you can say will change anything. Thank God for my 3-year-old son who taught me this year the secret strategy used by narcissists worldwide on how to get attention. Number 1, be cute, charming, fun, and loving in order to get attention. And if that doesn't work, use step 2. Act out, call names, get angry, throw a fit, pout, lie, yell, throw a tantrum to get attention. Yes, it's a basic tactic developed by the age of 3 in all children. Let this sink into your mind for a minute. Your narcissistic abusers, my narcissistic abusers, are no more than adults who are consciously and emotionally stuck at the age of 3. This is why they can seem so cute, fun, loving, and charming in one moment, and then instantly turn into a mean, demeaning, condescending, fit-throwing, mean, angry individual in another moment. It's all to get the attention they need at any given moment. And like a 3-year-old, they're ready and willing to do either one or two in order to get their need. Now the difference is, as a father, I have the authority and the responsibility to lead, teach, guide, and discipline my son in how to act appropriately. I don't have this authority or responsibility over the narcissist in my life, and neither do you. We like to think we do. You and I can never make up the lack of discipline in another adult's life. It's not possible. And any attempt that you make will be met with resentment. The only way that a narcissist can possibly fix this is with deep, deep, deep counseling. That has to be a decision that the narcissist makes. Now I want to talk about my part, because yes, I have a part in it. This victimization that I allow from narcissistic behaviors that take after the conscious level of a 3-year-old. What happened? That's the question. I think the reality is that I was never victimized by the narcissistic rants of another person. I could be driving in my car and somebody can drive by me, flip me off, or yell some obscenity out the window. It doesn't matter because there's no authority, there's no power, and there's no reason to engage. But for some reason, this particular abusive narcissistic relationship has shaken and damaged my very inner being. Why? It's because I sold out to an idea. I was fighting and enduring for a fantasy, an idealized relationship that never even existed. I was looking at what could be, what should be. It was my idea of how it could look. And this is why I was suffering. Yeah, there were some things about the relationship that were pretty cool and things obviously that I liked. But from these few things that I liked, I ended up building this idealized fake fantasy world that did not anywhere come close to matching the reality of life with the narcissistic abusers. I considered it a wake-up call from a spiritual place. Wake up! You've idealized a fake relationship that doesn't exist. And in the process, you've compromised your values, lost yourself, and you no longer have the backbone that you once have had to stand up for yourself. The healing began when I stopped engaging the narcissist in my life. When I let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So I've got to step back, revisit my values, revisit my boundaries, acknowledge where I let my guard down, acknowledge where I compromised in my values, regain my sense of self-worth, and make the appropriate changes to my life, not the narcissist life. You can do it too. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys.